Let's see. Do we have time? Yeah, I think we'll have time. We'll do the wrestling 20 questions. So
You
Take a look.
the wrestling 20 questions?
Yep. Let's see. I won't pull up the opening. I'll add it in post. But let's see. So if you didn't know of this segment, Wrestling 20 Questions is I got to ask 20 yes or no questions to try to guess the wrestler that Robert Wheeler Gaming has picked.
Without looking at my
I
phone.
won't look at his phone because he always accuses me of looking at his phone because when he did it last time, he picked Mr. Fuji, and I was able to guess it on the last possible guess that it was Mr. Fuji. He, on the one I gave him, was IRS because everybody got to pay their taxes.
Okay,
I
so
was able to guess that one.
so we'll start. It's Mr. Fuji. Dang it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to go let the questioning begin, and I will ask, is this wrestler wrestled before the 90s?
Yes.
Okay, so he wasn't in the 90s wrestling. Was this wrestler a fan favorite?
I mean, yes and no.
Which means that, like, like everybody liked him. They had the shirts. They cheered for him.
I would say yes and no because not a lot of people had merch back in the day. So he had his merch, but people probably weren't really buying it as much. But
Okay.
so yes and no to that one.
Did this person, when he came out of the ring, like walking down the aisle, gave his merch to kids?
No.
Did this wrestler wrestle consistently in the 90s as well?
Yes.
Okay, so it's in the 80s and 90s wrestling. Okay, was this wrestler signed to a Legends contract?
No.
No? Okay. Is this wrestler...
You're on question 5 right now.
Yeah.
So
Is this wrestler a Grand Slam champion?
no.
No. Okay.
So question 6.
Is this wrestler a tag team?
No.
Okay. Is this wrestler won the Intercontinental or U.S. title?
No.
Never won it?
No.
Okay.
So this is 8.
Okay, so is this wrestler a gimmick wrestler? Which means, like Duke the Dumpster Drosy,
No.
like The Godfather, that kind of stuff.
No.
Okay. Is this wrestler ever worked for another promotion? So either WCW, TNA, AEW.
Yes, he has.
Okay.
So you're on 10 right
Now
now.
10 now. Okay. Is this wrestler ever won the world title?
No.
No.
So that's
world
11.
title, so. Is this wrestler a manager?
No.
Okay. So probably not going to guess this. Give me one. I'll use one of my hints.
I'm trying to see. So I'll give you a hint. He wrestled kind of before the Attitude Era. So he wasn't really a part of the Attitude Era.
Okay. Is this person a Hall of Famer?
No.
Not a Hall of Famer.
Should be, in my opinion, but no. There was a 12? You're on 12 now?
Mm-hmm. So he's an 80s wrestler. Maybe wrestled in the 90s.
He did wrestle in the 90s, but he didn't wrestle in the Attitude Era.
So he wrestled early 90s, not late 90s.
Like early to mid.
Yeah, because the late 90s was the Attitude Era. He was never a tag team. Never a world champion. Never a mid-card champion. So he never really won a champion then. And he's been on other promotions. Is the other promotion AEW?
No.
So it's TNA then.
So you're 13.
Okay. So it's TNA.
You got to think, if it's 80s, 90s, Impact Wrestling's not even around.
But you said he wrestled for it, though.
He wrestled for another promotion.
Yeah.
So what would the other promotion around that time be?
WCW.
There you go. So he would have wrestled for WCW at one point. Not Impact Wrestling or AEW, because they weren't around at that time. You're on question 13, I think it is.
Yeah. So he was in WCW.
I gotta see if there's a mirror back here to make sure you don't get it.
Did he start in WWF and then go to WCW because of, like, you know, either a money dispute or he got fired or whatever? Or did he start in WWF and then go to WCW, or did he start in WCW and then go to WWF?
He did not start in WCW and go to WWF.
So it was the other way.
Nor did he start in WWF and go to WCW.
So then if he wrestled in WCW, then he was
So he started in NWA. Because you got to think of territories and things like that.
Yeah, but
So he started in NWA and then joined the WWF later on.
so he never wrestled WCW then?
He wrestled in WCW, but not at...
Not like a full.
Not, you said started.
Yeah.
So he didn't start his career there, but he wrestled.
I have no clue who this person is. Is this person a commentator at one
No.
point? No. Okay. So that's 14. I'm gonna need another hint.
I'm debating what kind of hint I should give you because it would give it away. I'm debating, do I want to give it away for you, or should I give you...
Well, you could just say...
I'll give you this hint. He never won a championship in WWF or WCW.
Well, that wasn't the one I was going to ask. I was going to say, when did he join WWF? In the 90s?
Yeah, so he was mid-90s he joined WWF.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, he was in WCW the whole time until WCW...
So he was in WCW in the mid-90s,
Yeah.
as well as WWF in the mid-90s. So, you know, he could have been 91, 92, and then went to WWF 93, 94.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be the mid-90s. That'd be the early 90s. He was in WCW.
Yeah,
and then
so
mid-90s, he was in WWF.
He would have been in the 90s, wrestled for both promotions. But this guy never won a championship. You have one more clue, and you're on question 15, is it?
Yeah, 15. Guy went from WCW to WWF. Never won. Okay, I think I have a guy in mind, so I'm going to try to help it.
Let me see if the mirror's back here so you can...
So, did this person have a valet with them?
No.
No? Huh. That is not the person I thought it was then.
So you're on 16.
Yeah. I was going to say, was this guy, when he went to WWF, a boxer?
Is that your question?
Yes.
No.
No? Okay. That's not the guy I was thinking of. That sucks. That was the only one I could think of. I went from WCW to WWF. Come on, 17?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it 18?
It's 17.
17? Okay, so it's not really helping too much. Let's see. Did this guy, when he was in WCW, join the NWO?
No, because the NWO wasn't formed around the time he was wrestling. So you're at 18.
Okay, so then it's not that person. I'm thinking, who the hell went from WCW to WWF? Said he never won a championship. You sure he's never won a championship?
He's never won a championship in both those promotions.
Not even the IC? Because did this person... You said he didn't wrestle in the Attitude Era, huh?
He didn't wrestle as like a big time star. More of he would if he wrestled, it would be more like like dark matches and things like that.
So he wasn't a big name.
So he wasn't even a big name. He would have wrestled in dark matches. Never appeared on during on TV during the Attitude Era. If he had a match. Scheduled.
So you're doing like the low of the barrel then person then, because
you have one more hint.
Well, I'm gonna do
well as you have to answer two more questions.
Yeah, I have two more questions. So I'm gonna use one and then do the hint.
Okay.
Was this person, I'd say, well known or popular with the fans?
It's kind of yes and no,
because I would say he'd be popular with fans where it's if you were to say this person's name, they would know who he is.
I would say kind of yes and no for this one. So,
okay, so before I have to guess who it is, I will use my last hint.
Okay, there's kind of two clues I want to give you to try to give it away so you can kind of get it. But I don't know which one I should give. So he would. Let's see. No, I think this one would probably give it away, so I'll go with the other one. His kind of gimmick when he would, when he'd come out for his entrance, he'd always give himself a good job. You're doing good. Good job. Good job. That was kind of his gimmick where he would, praise himself for doing a good job.
Where's the little thing here? So you're saying, is this guy, his first name, whatever, is a city in New York?
No.
Okay, because I thought the guy was Brooklyn Brawler because he was giving him praise. He tapped himself on the back. Okay, so let's see. Giving him praise.
That was kind of his gimmick when he would, when you play your music, that would be kind of his gimmick. He'd always praise himself. You're 19, and then you got to guess.
Yep. Did this person...
Actually, I think you do have to guess. Cause
I have to guess because I...
Now you have to guess because you used your...
Yes. I used my last hand. I asked for the one if he... it
was had a New York name.
Yeah. So I have to guess it. So I am going to try to go real deep, try to pull this person out. I am going to pull out Al Snow.
No. You gotta remember Al Snow won a title. Barry Horowitz.
Oh, so it was Barry Horowitz. Okay.
Because I was going to give you, he was used as a jobber. I think you would have got it.
Well, I said Brooklyn Brawler, but
Barry Horowitz praised himself because he would tap himself on the back. So I didn't say tap yourself. He pat himself on the back because you can get it too. So he praised himself as well as you think he was used as jobber talent. His big match, and that's why I said he was known by the fans and not known by the fans because he was a jobber. So he'd always lose.
What was he doing in WCW?
Same thing.
He was a jobber.
He helped.
He was always known as
a jobber. But he also his biggest win was against Chris Candido. He ended up beating him, and then he had kind of like a streak of winning. But he was always known for developing talent. And they said that he he had very brief appearances around the time of the Attitude Era, which is why I was telling you that. But he wasn't featured like in any of the storylines or any of the core stars. So he was still used to develop kind of younger talent, but he would be known for kind of what they consider the new generation, was the early 90s, and helped develop talent. But yeah, if I told you he pat himself on the back, you would have got that real quick.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking anything of that one. So you gave me the bare bones people, the ones that like basically are what they'd call a jabroni or a jobber.
And see, Barry Horowitz, in my opinion, should be in the Hall of Fame because he developed. He wasn't the guy who'd be like, "You need to give me a push." Mm-hmm. He said, "I'll develop the talent if you need me to develop talent," and he helped a lot of these guys.
Most of them.
He helped a lot of these guys become.
I mean, is the Brooklyn Brawler in the Hall of Fame? I think he is.
I don't think he is.
I think he is. I think he was in one of the legacy ones because I think they put him in there.
I don't think he is, but I thought of this one the other night. I was like, I'm going to use this one.
Well, that was a good one because I could not think of it because especially I don't remember him in WCW. I only remember him in WWF.
Yeah, they said very brief. Mm-hmm. Very brief was
I only remember him that he would be in WWF as the, like you said, the jobber. He'd always pat himself on the back, which our mom would always say, "Oh, was he the guy with the tape?" And it's like, no, it's not the guy with the tape. The guy with the tape is a different person on there. But yeah, she'd always say that, like, "Oh, is that the guy with
the Brooklyn tape? Brawler is not in.
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. He'd be in the Legacy one. Like, that's dumb.
Nope. And see, he was also used to help enhance
that's
talent.
What I'm saying.
And that's where I'm saying is like they need these guys. These guys should be in the Hall of Fame because it's like, hey, you helped develop talent before they had a developmental era.
Like if they needed a guy to face the big guy so the big guy would look good,
you needed a guy who would be able to walk you through how to wrestle and things like that. You face the Brooklyn Brawler or Barry Horowitz because these guys are going to walk you through on how to look good. That's why you need guys like that. Even if you put them in a legacy wing or something like that, you need guys like that to be able to say.
Most of the ones that go in the legacy wing are the ones that are dead.
Yeah, but you need these guys of give them an opportunity.
That guy's alive or not.
Yeah, he's still alive.
No, the Brooklyn Brawler's dead.
Yeah, both of them still alive.
Still alive?
Yeah, he's 65.
I thought the Brooklyn Brawler died too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they need to put both of them in there before.
That's what I'm thinking.
Don't screw him over like they did Sid Vicious. Like that was horrible. But that's all the stuff, all the news we have for our Tackle the Takedown podcast. And like always, I'm Dark Knight 316. This is Robert Wheeler Gaming, and we'll see you on the next one.
God bless you guys. Take it easy.
Yeah.